Hello, this is Shantae with Be Bold Enterprises, your resource for personal and professional development. We are into the second half of the year. So, how are you doing with your goals? I hope you're making progress. So, I want to offer you some tips in this video on how you can work towards progress in achieving your goals. So hopefully you started working on your goals, but if not, hopefully you'll be able to get something out of this to get you going, okay? So I'm going to look at the start, stop, and continue process. But before we get into that, please take out your goals and take a look at where you are. So go through and do an evaluation of your goals. What progress have you made so far? What are your results as of today? Now I want you to look at what have you done in order to achieve the results that you've achieved thus far or the progress that you've made thus far. So what have you done? Next, I want you to ask yourself this question and be honest with yourself. When you ask yourself this question, if I were to continue the same level of effort and energy and activity for the remainder of the year as I've already achieved or done thus far, how likely are you to achieve your goals? So be honest. This is not about me. This is about you. Okay? So now that you've done that, I want you to start thinking about the start, stop, and continue process. So the start process or the start of this activity is to look at what you have done thus far, and based on what you know that you need to do in order to complete your goals, what are the things that you need to start doing? So you know the goal, you know what needs to be done with the goal. So what are the things that you haven't done thus far that you need to start doing? So take some time to figure that out. If you need to get some assistance from someone or get some recommendations from someone, then go in and get those recommendations, okay? The next thing that I want you to do is to look at the things that you have been doing, but they are detractors from you actually achieving your goals. So what are those things that you need to stop doing? So things that are in the way of you achieving your goals are things that you should stop doing. The last thing is to look at the things that you need to continue doing. So if you've already started working on your goals and you're making really good progress, so what are the things that you need to continue to do in order to see your goal coming to fulfillment? Maybe you need to sharpen up on some things. Maybe you need to do a little bit more of some things. Maybe you need to tweak some things. So what are the things that you need to continue doing in order to achieve your goals? One additional piece that I want you to evaluate, since we are into the second half of the year, is to go back and reevaluate the overall purpose of you having set the goal in the first place. So what was your motivation to set this goal, and why is it that you wanted to achieve this goal? So maybe you're in a workplace and you have to achieve this goal because it's a business reason. Are those things still the same? Is it still relevant to work on this goal? So have conversations with your manager or whomever is on your team in order to determine whether or not the goal is still relevant. Have things changed? If things have changed, do you need to tweak your goal and change your goal a little bit? Because you don't want to get to the end of the year and find that you are working on a goal that is no longer relevant, or the part that you're working on is no longer relevant. Or if you have gotten to the point of, oh my gosh, I don't really want to do this goal anymore, and you set a personal goal and it's like, I don't want to do this. Look back and think back at the reason why you set the goal in the first place, because that can be your source of motivation in order for you to continue to work on the goal. Okay, so think about your goals, evaluate your goals, what got you to where you are thus far, If you continue that progress or continue that activity, how likely are you to achieve your goal? And then go through and do the exercise of the start, stop, and continue, which will help you to continue to track towards achieving your goal. Remember, whatever it is that you do, continue to be bold. Go after the things that are matters of your heart and the things that make a difference to you. And in doing so, not only will you achieve great things, but you will inspire other people to do the same thing. Be bold and have a good one.